Hey everyone, we're here with Yanbing Li, General Manager of Storage and Availability, and with Raghu Raghuram, General Manager of SDDC at VMware. Yanbing, we've seen a big announcement on vSAN 6.5. Can you tell us what that's all about?
Well, we're absolutely excited about the announcement. You know, this is the 5th edition of vSAN. Can you believe it? In 2.5 years, we're on the 5th edition. Certainly excited about the accelerated pace of innovation and how that is bringing value to our customers. You know, we continue to broaden vSAN's capability to support a more diverse workload. With iSCSI access, you know, we allow our customers to have mixed workload in their vSAN environments, such as physical workload. You know, we have expanded the support to containerized applications, and certainly continue to bring better TCO to our customers through capability like the 2-node direct connect, especially for the robo environment.
Great, and I think much of these innovations come from customer feedback, of course. As you mentioned, it's the 5th iteration already in 2.5 years. Would you describe the growth of vSAN in the past years?
So we've seen the customer momentum picking up tremendously, especially since the end of last year. And at the beginning of this year was the announcement of 6.2, which has a lot of enterprise-ready capabilities. You know, we're seeing accelerated pace of our customer adoptions as well. You know, we have more than 5,000 customers, more than any other HCI vendors out there, making vSAN the most widely adopted solution. And we also see that customers fundamentally fall in love with the simplicity of the hyperconverged infrastructure brings to how they manage their compute and storage together. And we're also seeing them expanding their HCI from the foundational building block of just vSphere and vSAN to now the complete SDDC stack with VMware Cloud Foundation. You know, people are looking at adding network virtualization and really consume our full stack in the next generation hyperconverged infrastructure.
Yeah, and that sort of fits together very nicely, of course, with another announcement that we made, and Raghu, you know all about that, about vSphere, cross-cloud services, all of those things. What do all of these announcements that we made mean for our customers and for VMware?
Yeah, so all these announcements fit into a couple of common themes, right? The first is, whether you think about vSphere or Virtual SAN or NSX, we are building a universal application platform that's capable of running your traditional workloads, your maximum high-scale, scale-up workloads like HANA, to scale-out containerized workloads. And you'll see that common theme in everything that we've done. Yanbing just talked about container support in Virtual SAN. vSphere integrated containers is a big part of vSphere 6.5. Our vRealize management, cloud management solution has native container support. And of course, our Photon platform, which we just also announced, has Kubernetes as a service, right? So the idea that you have one single platform that goes across workloads that were literally written in 1990 to workloads that will be written 5 years from now is unfathomable, right? That's very powerful. So that's the first theme. The second theme is the hybrid is the theme, right? Whatever we are doing, whether with Virtual SAN or NSX or with vSphere and with our cross-cloud services, the idea is it's about what you need to get done, not where you're confined to. The idea is to provide IT with choice while enabling control. So you heard about our announcement with Amazon Web Services. That's the full VMware Cloud Foundation, full SDDC stack on Amazon. We have done the same thing on IBM. And we are putting it all together using a set of cloud management and cloud networking. So that's the second big theme. The third theme, of course, specifically for vSphere, is security. With vSphere 6.5, we have a trusted boot to improve the hypervisor security as well as the guest security. And with we have native encryption for all the data that goes through VMDKs. And of course with NSX, we have microsegmentation, et cetera. So all of this become very, very relevant in a public or a private cloud. And the last thing I would say, like Yanbing brought about, is total cost of ownership reduction through a couple of things. One is automating everywhere, right? So vSphere 6.5 has a brand new REST API for automation. Virtual SAN has the same thing. The cloud management product has a new set of APIs. And all of these work in the private or the public cloud, enabling automation and reduced TCO. So these are the common themes you will see us advancing release after release. And we are very excited about vSphere 6.5.
Yeah, and one of the things that stand out to me, and you mentioned it and you did as well, is sort of the easy button for customers, the simplicity of deploying all of this. What's the customer feedback that you're getting on vSAN? Because I think that's one of the major strong points.
Absolutely. I see customer make purchase on vSAN because they love the TCO benefit, but they absolutely fall in love with vSAN because of the simplicity. I think it's it's absolutely one of our design principles to bring that simplicity and responsiveness, and through intelligence, policy-based automation, all of these capability to our customers.
Yeah, no longer designing the complex storage area networks, but just adding host and capacity and growing as you need to go. One of the
also add on the simplicity theme with vSphere. One of the key things that practitioners and users of vSphere are very excited by is the advancements in vCSA, the server appliance for vCenter. That's from a scale point of view, from a HA point of view, all these things are natively baked in. So deployment of vCSA, patching, upgrade, all of that become substantially easier. And the UI is morphing into HTML5, which again is a dramatic step forward in simplicity.
Exactly. One question, Raghu, obviously you're involved in SDDC and all of those things also towards the future. We hear a lot of people now talking about Internet of Things. What do you think VMware's role in the future is going to play in Internet of Things?
Yeah, I think that presents significant opportunities where we can solve hard problems for customers. So the first one is in the Internet of Things, you need to have edge computing capability, right? And like Yanbing talked about, the hyperconverged model lends itself very nicely to edge computing capabilities. So the first thing is at the platform level. The second is, as you have these IoT agents and IoT gateways and IoT middleware, monitoring all of these things end to end becomes a significant challenge. And we have early examples of customers using vRealize operations to collect metrics from all of these places to monitor their end-to-end IoT environment. And of course, they will have to update the smart software that's living at these endpoints, and customers are increasingly using AirWatch to do lifecycle management of the software that goes into IoT devices. All told, collectively, a significant opportunity for VMware.
Yeah. And does the Dell EMC sort of merger and us being part of the Dell technologies, does that have benefits for this as well?
Absolutely. So Dell is one of the largest suppliers of edge gateways today. And as these edge gateways need to become smarter and smarter, they will become hyper-converged gateways. So that's one area where we're working closely with Dell. The other is in the processing of the IoT data itself. That very often requires a new application platform. And we have examples of customers running Pivotal Cloud Foundry on top of SDDC to handle the IoT data.
And Yanbing, for you, obviously with software, it runs on hardware somewhere. Does the Dell EMC merger have significant impact on vSAN or availability?
We're excited to see, Dell is absolutely convicted of the future of HCI because they have lots of experience offering a rich portfolio of HCI products, from vSAN ready nodes now to VxRail and some of our other competitive products. So we are excited to see, Dell's confidence and experience in the space. And I think this is going to be one of the most synergistic area between Dell EMC and VMware. And we're very well placed for accelerating our growth in this space.
If customers want the true one-stop shop, basically they can do that all if they wish to do so.
Yeah, and that is again reflecting vSAN's strengths in this full range of consumption model, whether you like it as a piece of software running on certified hardware to a fully integrated appliance, whether you want to run it in the VxRail level or you scale it up to the VX rack, whether you like it on-premise or in the cloud, vSAN can be that storage platform powering your solution.
Perfect. Customer choice is paramount again. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Yanbing, and thank you, Raghu.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to
having
have you
us.
here. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you, Raghu.